Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I'm the Scottish Lord, and today this is the start of a new series in the new series of games on the channel. So we have done PC Building Simulator Mini Metro, and now we are going to be doing Kerbal Space Program. And we are... I love these wee things, Kerbals. So training is probably a good idea, because I haven't actually played this before. So yeah. Getting started on basic construction. This tutorial, presented by famous rocket scientist Werner von Kerbal himself, covers the basics of rocket construction in the vehicle assembly building. He's waiting for you down there and is always in high demand. Don't dally. I'm not going to dally. I'm going to start right now. Let's do this. So here we go. Basic construction. Welcome to today's lecture on vessel construction. I'm Werner von Kerbal. Whether you want to put a satellite into orbit, make a transcontinental flight, or step onto the very surface of the Mun, the Mun. I've taken that must be like moon or something. I'm going to call it the Mun. You're going to need to build yourself a ship. It should be pretty easy, even if you're not a famous rocket scientist like myself. Thanks, Werner. Right. So, in this tutorial, I'll first show you around the Kerbal Space Center, then take you to the vehicle assembly building where you'll learn how to construct a simple ship. We'll cover adding and removing parts, what the parts do, how to change the performance of the parts that have that option, and how to control staging. At the end of the tutorial, we'll have a craft fit for a quick hop from the launch pad. At each step, I will look out all controls other than the ones you need for that step if you still manage to mess up. It took even me some time to become as skilled as I am now. You can press the back button and go back to fix things. It won't light up unless you do mess up. Well, that's reassuring. We are now at the Kerbal Space Center. Oh, that's nice. I'll give you a quick rundown on how to get around. Right. The KSC, for short, is home to the pinnacle of Kerbal endeavour and achievements for space exploration. For goodness sake, I'm going to be reading a novel at this point. I should really need water. Using the facilities that you can see here, you will be able to manage your space program, create rockets and planes, track your Kerbal explorers as they roam the solar system, find exciting new uses for the explosive substances, and in case of emergency, hire more Kerbals. To find out about each of the facilities, you can hover over each of them with your mouse, or use facility buttons. They'll show up when the cursor is outside this window. If you need to repair a structure or upgrade them in career, you can do this by right-clicking them. Take some time to hover the mouse over the buildings and see what each of them are. And when you're ready, enter the vehicle assembly building. Right. So we've got R&D, where people research and develop. We've got the astronaut complex, which is the living space. The administration building, it's where the strategic decisions are made. The spaceplane hangar allows construction of spacecraft designed to be launched from the Sun. Can I get rid of you? No. The tracking station and the vehicle assembly building. Assembly. Ooh. Click on that and we'll get into the vehicle assembly building. Assembly. Why does that sound so weird? Here we are, we're inside the VAB. Very good. What you see in the middle of the screen is the construction area. This is where parts are placed and your craft is constructed. On the left hand side of your screen is the parts toolbox. It will will show all the parts you have available in each of the different categories, once there are any to pick, that is. I can do that too, Mr. Werner. If you want your craft to be controllable, you'll need a command module, and it's best to make it the first part you place. The part will either contain some plucky Kerbal crew or an automated pilot mechanism. As we're just starting, there's only one choice. Go ahead and pick that command module from the pods tab. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Right, after at least one part is placed, you can look around with the following controls. Orbit the camera, arrow keys. Aha! Nice one! You've built the simplest survival craft possible. We can go to launch this right now, but it might be safer to explain one thing first. In the bottom right now you will see the staging stack. It's the box with the number 0 and icons for the parachute and engine in it. This stack shows us which parts will be activated as we stage our rocket. Call it the British Space Shuttle, BSS, and let's think of something pretty low quality I've done on the channel. The BSS Baldy. There we go. Weak. Like that video. Yeah, that'll do it. So, when you use the loading screens later, these names and descriptions will help you grab the right vessel. When you're happy with the name, click on the save. Right. Save. Mun or a bust. Mun or a bust. Okay, we're going to go into our training and go into basic flight. Got to learn the basics of flying a space shuttle. Okay then, welcome to the Kerbal Space Center launch facility. I'm Gene Kerman and I will teach you the basics of piloting a spacecraft. I trust you've already checked the basic construction tutorial. If not, I recommend you to do so. Today we'll be having a little run through of all the important controls of your spacecraft. Our little hopper from your basic construction lesson with Werner may not have all of them, but we'll do a full run through once. And see how it flies. When you're ready, press next. Flying a spacecraft is all... Flying a spacecraft is all about being in control of a very... generally very chaotic situation. As a pilot, your main flight controls will affect the pitch, yaw and roll of the ship. Let's look at those first. All the other controls will be locked until they're needed. So the yaw is basic. The yaw is the x-axis. No, it's not. The roll is the x-axis. Thank you. So, space to launch. And up you go. You can do some practicing with the... Ooh. Haha, I can spin. Don't ask, I don't know. Oh right, okay, something's gone wrong. Okay. Oh wait, no, that just makes it spin. Deploy the parachute. Your solid motor has burned out. You're passing apopsis, the highest point on your flight, and your speed is low enough that it's safe to stage again to deploy the parachute. Do so now before you speed up again and hit surface. You've armed the parachute. Now time to wait to get low enough and slow down enough for it to deploy safely. Don't worry, it'll automatically now. Well, maybe slightly worry if you didn't fly high enough, then... Oh, there we go. Just enjoy the descent now. Nice. Lovely. We're still coming in awfully hot. I don't... We're gonna drill into the ground. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, now it's deployed. Now it's deployed. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Can we get it down to 0? Can we get it down to 0? Oh, yes. Sorry, Valentina. I always forget this. I say I always forget. I forget that there's people in these things. So this is awfully nifty. This will be fun. Well done, you survived your first quick flight. When you've landed or splashed on Kerbal and not in training, you can point the mouse just above the alt meter and click the recover button on the panel that slides down to ask to be picked up. I've also unlocked the crew hatch, so if you feel like going out for a walk or swim, you can click the EVA, extra vehicular activity button that will pop up when you mouse over the portrait of the Kerbal you want to take for a walk. You can do it just for fun or to collect a surface sample. That concludes today's lesson. To exit training, you press escape to access the pause menu and choose end scenario to get back to the main menu. Right. So, in scenario, if we go into sandbox, I think we could just muck about. But we also have the science thing, where we must gather scientific data to research new technologies. Funds and reputation are disabled and contracts are not available. Previous classic career. In career mode, you have to manage all aspects of your space program. Funds, reputation and science are all active and contracts are available at mission control. Those are the other modes that we can do. And that is what I'm going to leave it to you to decide. I'm going to leave a poll in the top right hand corner and on Twitter, and I'll combine the results, and well, we're going to see how it turns out. But either way, I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Kerbal Space Program. If you have, make sure to leave a like. Oh, I also forgot to mention my Twitter's at ScottishLordYT. That is at ScottishLoidYT. Either way, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button. If you really enjoyed my content, then be sure to subscribe. And if you want to be notified of when I upload, make sure to hit the notification bell. But for now, I've been the Scottish Lord. You've been a wonderful viewer. Goodbye.